Walking along the calm rivers of Salzach on a lazy spring afternoon, I found it astonishing how the tranquil city of Salzburg could hold so many emblematic points in history. The first being its most iconic landmark, the Hohensalzburg Fortress. Perched on a high hill overlooking the whole vista, sits the imposing 943-year-old castle with its white walls and expansive grounds. Commissioned by Archbishop Gebhard von Helfenstein in 1077, its original purpose was to protect the archbishops from attacks, since they were powerful political figures at that time. It was further developed by other archbishops throughout the centuries. Inside, there are museums showcasing the living conditions of the time, and displays of valuables previously owned by prince archbishops and the like. Little as I remember of what was inside, it was the vantage point of the fortress that was utterly unforgettable. It was essentially a 360-degree view of the city, with the backdrops of faraway mountains and hills, and of course, the breathtaking Alps. It was obviously the best seat in town. Considered as one of the biggest fortress complexes in Europe, and has never once been destroyed or sieged, one could say the Hohensalzburg Fortress is an architectural wonder. Skipping a few centuries later, a musical genius was born on Salzburg's very streets. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was, and still is, considered one of the best musicians of all time. Born in 1756, he was regarded as a child prodigy thanks to his talent of composing at such a young age. As a budding composer, his father brought him to different places in Europe to showcase his skill as well as to earn a living. Soon enough, he secured himself a place as an assistant concert master in Salzburg, but dissatisfied and ambitious, Mozart moved to Vienna to further pursue his dreams. There, he found success and fame, especially with his many compositions, symphonies, and operas, which he is known for today. Although he lived a short and tumultuous life, having financial difficulties and health issues, his impact and legacy still carries on. Festooned all around Salzburg is a reminder of the great artist. Indeed, just after our tour of the fortress and directly below it is the Mozartplatz, where his erected statue is located, surrounded by shops, mostly selling memorabilia of him and his music. Unable to visit his home due to time constraints, I still took the liberty to visit the shops or learn much about him just by the introductory essay on his house's door. After all, as a music lover and aspiring musician myself, I grew up listening to the likes of this musical master who has much changed and shaped the face of music forever. On that note, pun intended, Salzburg is also known for another musical treasure, the 1965 film The Sound of Music. Growing up practically watching our VHS copy of the movie, I couldn't wait to explore most of the locations the film covered. Our tour started with the Mirabell Palace and Gardens, which was built in 1606 by a prince for his beloved. Grand as it was enveloped by gardens in full spring. It was absolutely beautiful. It was where in the movie, Maria and the children sang one of my all-time favorites, Do Re Mi. Another beautiful location is Schloss Leopoldskron, an 18th century familial residence complete with its own lake. In the movie, this was set as the Von Trapp home. Moreover, one of the ground's gazebos was the inspiration for the 16 going 17 scene. It was absolutely stunning and romantic. Incidentally, it was also my favorite location in the whole tour. There was also the Hellbrunn Palace and Trick Fountains, which was the location for several of the many singing sequences in the film. What was enchanting about the 17th century Summer Palace was its many hydraulic attractions, from water-induced jump scares to objects like crowns dancing atop spouting water. It was unique and cheeky, and I think that says a lot about its original owners. Another structure of old is the Nürnberg Priory, where the young Maria was a novice in the film. A massive complex, this Benedictine convent still has singing nuns who chant Gregorian chorales every morning up to the present. Finally, the Basilica of St. Michael, a Gothic monastery, was where they set the wedding of Maria and Georg Ritter. The mammoth structure was complemented by its exquisite display within. Covered in old wood, golden ornaments, and rose gold embellishments, it was no wonder they chose this church for the characters to be wedded in holy matrimony. Touring around the different locations of The Sound of Music was doubly magical because not only was I retracing the steps of the characters, but I was also learning so much about the history and charm of each place. Walking along the calm rivers of Salzach on a lazy spring afternoon, I found it astonishing how the tranquil city of Salzburg could hold so many emblematic points in history. From powerful archbishops to ambitious musicians to Hollywood and worldwide fame, the real wonder was how the city was anything but. It remained cozy and quaint. It remained quiet and serene. With its natural beauty amidst an aged city, it was as if after its long and exciting history, it has finally settled and slowed its pace, blissful in its own state. There was an unseen air of comfort and ease as one explored the fortress, walked by Mozart Platz, and relived locations of a classic film. And thus, lying by the grass near the river, recalling everything I've learned the past few days, while witnessing the glow of the setting sun as the warm breeze tickled my skin and birds chirped songs on nearby trees, I felt perfectly content and at peace. If you guys enjoyed that, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, comment down below your favorite memory of this place, book that subscribe button, and turn on notifications. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys till our next adventure. Bye!